Yeah, so bringing it back to UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call it, I think we need to take this incredibly seriously.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for a briefing and sit down of what this whistleblower is alleging. But basically, to boil it down, is Congress directed the Pentagon to put together an interagency task force across the intelligence community to look at all of these anomalies, these strange objects that are doing things that we can't explain, that are defying physics. And this individual is saying that through that process, he found compartmented programs that weren't being considered by the congressionally mandated task force, that weren't being briefed to Congress in a manner that's appropriate with oversight. And when he brought that to his superiors in the Pentagon, he was retaliated against.
Correct.
Take a step back. I think why Americans are seeing so many, feel like this is really new, and they're seeing so much reporting of these sites, is because we now have such a proliferation around the world of satellites, of radars, of sensors, of cameras that, 20, 30 years ago, it was, Joe Bob in his pickup truck takes a grainy photo of something he sees in the sky. Now we have radar imagery, thermals, different types of infrared sensors. You can't deny this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is real hard data that is showing objects that are doing things that can't be explained. And it's that data that we've demanded the intelligence community and the Pentagon analyze and come back to Congress to explain, and through us to the American people.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, um, in terms of national security, there's also been, like a reported established or a connection between these objects and sites with nuclear weapon sites, nuclear submarines, and
Yeah.
ships. So do you think this is like do you think this is like a national security issue? We can't we just don't know what these things are. So,
Yeah,
do
no,
you
it
think Congress
absolutely
needs
is.
to take it more seriously? I mean,
Well, what we have been assured is it's not our systems. So that means that it's either our adversaries have things that with capabilities that we weren't aware of and that we can't explain, or it's otherworldly. Either way, I want to know, and the
yeah,
American people deserve to know what the hell it is.
yeah. So actually, I heard Chairman Comer, or James Comer, for oversight, talking about how Representative Luna, who's one of your colleagues in Florida,
Uh-huh.
and Congressman Burchett, who are going to be taking the lead on this on the oversight committee. Is there anything that you're going to be doing regarding UAP? I guess investigatory, like exploratory stuff on the armed services or
Well,
foreign affairs
I
or
sit on armed
you,
services. I actually
and
have
intelligence?
oversight, and I'm
Yeah.
chairman of the subcommittee on readiness that has oversight of all of our ranges and our bases, where many of these things have seemed to have been gravitating towards. Now, again, that's unclear. Do we have more sensors and cameras and things looking around those areas, and therefore we're just picking up more of it? And then also on the intelligence committee. And so if there's classified compartmented programs that aren't being appropriately briefed from an oversight standpoint, then that's something we'll push to get to the bottom of.